Hi, I'm Holly and this is a video about my axolotl. A couple weeks ago I finally bought an axolotl. I bought everything I needed beforehand and I was so excited to finally have one of these creatures. I've been obsessed with axolotls for at least 6 years, but at the time I didn't think I was responsible enough. And a few weeks ago I thought, wait, now I am responsible enough. So I saved up and bought everything I needed. You might have clicked on this video and thought, what the heck is axolotl?
Axolotl.
The axolotl, also known as a Mexican salamander or a Mexican walking fish, is a neotenic salamander closely related to the tiger salamander. Although the axolotl is colloquially known as a Mexican walking fish, it is not a fish, but an amphibian. The species originates from numerous lakes, such as Lake underlying Mexico City. Axolotls are unusual among amphibians in that they reach adulthood without undergoing metamorphosis. Instead of developing lungs and taking to land, adults remain aquatic and gilled. Okay, so what that's saying is that axolotls are closely related to salamanders and are amphibians, not fish, as people might think. The axolotl's habitat is Lake in Mexico, and they are unusual creatures because they become adults without ever growing gills and taking to the land. Unfortunately, axolotls are almost extinct in the wild due to fertilizers in the water and introduced fish killing the axolotl's young. Although under the right conditions they can thrive in captivity. Whoa, okay, so introduction's over. This is bean. Get it? Because like your bean is like a Mexican food and axolotls come from Mexico. You get it? It's funny. She's an albino axolotl and around 2 years old. So here are the products I use to treat the water for Bean's tank. Firstly, this is Prime. It is a water dechlorinator that I use to treat new water to, remove the chlorine. And so here is what I use to test and adjust the pH of the water, which is pretty straightforward. A little tube that you pick up some of the water in, put some drops of this in, and then measure it up against this chart to make sure you got the right pH. So you might have noticed Bean is not moving too much right now, and that is because my windows are wide open and my light is on. So usually I only have my bedside light on, not my bright light. Because axolotls don't have eyelids, they're kind of sensitive to the light, which is the only reason I have my lights on now, so you can see her in her full glory. She does swim around a lot, especially at night and early in the morning. As you can see in her tank, we have a couple spaces to hide, including this log here and around underneath the filter. This is Bean. You can see her eyes there, her gills, her little feet. She feels very slimy and very delicate. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So one of my friends on Instagram asked me, do axolotls show affection or recognize their owners? And I think a bit similar to lizards, I think they would. I've seen a video of a woman playing with her axolotl, put her hand in and the axolotl will come and sit on her hand. So I think there is some kind of affection there. I think some of it would definitely be associating someone's hand with, oh, I'm gonna get food soon. But I think they do show affection. So I change Bean's water once a week, which is where I have this big plastic suction hose that I have a bucket on the floor and I get about that much of the water out. And I have a tank down here full of water that's already treated, ready to go in next time I do a water change. So that's just to make sure it's always getting new, clean, fresh water that has no waste in it, so she'll always be healthy. So on recommending axolotls as pets, I'd say sure, go for it, as long as you know that they're very sensitive and can get sick quite easily, and as long as you're going to spend time on changing the water and making sure they're happy like that. But otherwise, they're so interesting creatures. They're so interesting to watch swim around. And I reckon when I'm older, I'd love to get Bean a friend when I upgrade my tank size. So this has been Bean, who's been sitting here very quietly, very patiently this whole video, and I bet as soon as I turn these lights off she's gonna go swim around again. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed meeting Bean. Goodbye!